Na digital blessing. High tech, they rise, no stressing. Money boy on the beat. I see numbers on my screen. Green candles make me lean. My people, them, they win. High tech, they flow like stream. Enough we go down. Now only young we know. All my people gather round. Make we show them how we grow. High tech, na juju money. Juju money. Price, they rise infinitely. My God, dash us this blessing. This blessings. Digital money, no go rest, oh. No rest. Sharp pattern, they confirm. Every trader, they affirm. All time high, no be ceiling. Market makers, them, they feeling. My brother, check the stats. Numbers climbing like that. New record every day. High tech, show them the way. You know, if we go down. Now only up we know. All my people gather around. Make we show them how we grow. High tech, na juju money.
All right, I think we can start. Everything should be working fine. So, my name is Hightech, of course. I'm the creator of Hightech Meme Coin. Here you have the mint address of that coin. And on these live streams, I talk about what just happened today in the cryptocurrency market, what I think about it, and I comment on Hightech too. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what is up today in the crypto market. Let me quickly check if we have sound. Yeah, apparently we do. So let's go and dive into it. Let me quickly confirm if I have everything ordered here, but apparently I do. So let's switch the screens and let's see. Let's see. So liquidation levels for last 24 hours quite a bit higher as you see. Why is that? Well, probably because Bitcoin has come closer to 100k as you see. We had a little bit of a pump today. Some people say it's because there was some rumors about a peace in the Middle East, and people got a little bit excited because of that. And later, supposedly, it turned out it was a false message. So markets went down, and to what extent that is true, to be honest, I have no idea. Is it true at all? But yeah, the fact is that we indeed had a little bit of a bump up, and later we rolled over. Is everything here? Everything that is going on here is this is a very small time frame. This is a very small chunk of the entire picture. The entire move was not really that big if we count it from the very top of it to the very bottom of it is less than 4%. So for, let's say, cryptocurrency volatility, this is nothing out of the ordinary. I don't think moves like that maybe on a good day could be considered something in forex, but in cryptocurrency realm, in our space, 4% from top to bottom, that's like literally same as any other day. So that is why I do not think there is any legitimacy to spread panic here. When we go over to the daily, that one looks a little bit more interesting, because as you see, the day before, actually the 19th, right? 19th we actually closed fairly bullish, and the 20th, here of course I'm talking about UTC time, because in Americas you guys are still in 20th of June, according to UTC time, we are already 1 hour 21 minutes into 21st of June. So yeah, this one it definitely could have looked better, but it's not that tragic neither. So I don't really think you should be betting on this thing going disastrously lower. I don't think in current market conditions, in current market setup, big players, market makers will be willing to actually push it much lower from here. If they're going to push it off the cliff, is going to be a very very shallow cliff. It's going to be a joke of a cliff. Um, it's going to be a cliff only for those that observe it on 5 minute candles or 1 minute candles. To those folks, probably it's going to look like a jump off um, from the cliff. Other than that, I definitely do not see any disasters coming here, because of fairly low liquidity. Even though, as you see, it has risen up a little bit, but it could be much higher. If this was the top of the cycle, definitely, big players would be unloading in huge portions, huge chunks. Definitely, the overall, let's say, sentiment will be much much higher than it is, and it is definitely not very high. 48. Actually, that was from yesterday, according to what CoinMarketCap is blocked. Phantom believes this website is malicious and unsafe to use. Oh, that's amazing. This comes from Phantom Wallet. I don't know why. All right, whatever. I know there has been some hack with CoinMarketCap today. Maybe that is related to this, literally to this. Flagged as part of community maintained database of known phishing websites and scams. If you believe the site has been flagged in error, please file an issue. Ignore this warning. Take me to CoinMarketCap. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Why? Because I'm not connecting my wallet to this application at all at any given moment in time. So I think my Phantom wallet is safe because of that. But yeah, it's probably related to the hack on CoinMarketCap. I heard there was some hack. I saw it on X. But yeah, 43, so it's even lower. Yesterday it was at 48. So now it's at 43. So this is very, very low. The sentiment is almost dead, right? Given how high we are with Bitcoin price, this is you literally could have signed it dead instead of neutral. It would do the job just fine. So I think sometimes we should expect a rebound. What we have here right now is nothing else but a scarecrow in my eyes. I think it is highly likely that next month we are going to get interest rate cuts. Situation in the Middle East probably is not going to get any calmer. Highly likely it is going to stay the way it is, but the difference is that people are going to get used to it, and within, I don't know, few days, maybe couple of weeks, they will start to completely ignore what is going on there, because for how long you can stay fearful because of something is going on, on the completely other side of the globe, and rockets are not flying over you. They're not visible on your sky, right? So that is why I think. I mean, of course, the situation sooner or later is going to impact a global economy some way, mainly because of oil production there. To my knowledge, 30% of of oil is made right there. Global oil supply is it comes from the from literally that region. So sooner or later, of course, it is going to impact the global economy. But before that starts, probably we have still at least couple of months. I mean, those things that they do not work with immediate effects. They do not take immediate effects because from because of the simple reason that, for example, most of countries they have their own oil reserves. So before those run out, it's going to take a minute or two, or maybe I don't know, few weeks, right? Uh, Within those few weeks, most probably we are going to see the effect I just described. That people will just get bored of what is going on there, and they will, just wave their hand at it, right? They will just say meh, and come back to their lives, and you know just do their things. Among those, let's say, activities, they will also come back to investing in the same assets they have been investing for forever, and that of course should include Bitcoin as well. And given that there is no liquidity now, it should give it a very easy time to actually ascend, climb up, go higher instead of lower, because since there is so much fear in the market, the price is not really dropping, meaning that this asset is held most likely in vast amount by so-called strong hands, right? No more weak hands here anymore, and that is why this chart looks exactly as you can see right now. Sorry for me stuttering a little bit. A little bit more than usual. It's because it's 4:28 a.m. in at my time zone, so I'm a little bit tired, but I still wanted to make this live stream today, because it's the weekend, and I think this is a good time to live stream. For Miami, this is exactly the location I live stream for. So let's see how it goes. Um, it's out of curiosity. I was considering giving it up for today, and hitting the bed, wake up tomorrow, and I mean tomorrow actually today, according to my time zone, it will be still today, and recording it then. But I was like, oh, okay, let's give it a chance. Let's take a look. Maybe I'm going to get someone live, in the live chat. That would be very nice, of course. Let's take a look actually here how this one is going. All right. Others, yeah, it could look a little bit better, but it's not the worst, definitely. As you see, we are still in the zone in between 195 and 245 billion dollars. People are getting very, very tired of no ad season coming. It's not even visible on the horizon to them, of course. And that's a good sign. People should get tired of it. And that's how bottoms form. They do not form in high interest, absolutely not. They form when nobody wants to look this way. So people are more and more disappointed. It's been a while since we circulate around here. So the longer we are here, the closer we get. That's the positive message from what we can read in the chart right now, in this chart right now. And yeah, given that highly likely, in my opinion, of course, in my humble opinion, next month, I was expecting it to happen this month, but apparently I miscalculated, and it is going to happen next month. Fed is going to lower interest rates. They already signaled they're going to do at least 2 interest rate cuts. I think next month we are going to get the first one. So that would fit perfectly into this whole picture here. And I think that is going to be a very, very strong signal for ad season. Um, but does that mean we will see altcoins do completely nothing until then? No, I don't think so. I think altcoins will start to rise sometime very, very soon. They will do at least a part of the move until that happens, and when it happens, then we are going to push up, of course, much higher, and that will be the phase of growing interest, but it will not be at the absolute bottom or something like that. That event will not be causing the rally on its own. That rally will be already in place in due course. So that's how I see it. Why exactly this way? Well, because that's literally how markets operate. Events, they almost never, if never, make uptrends or downtrends. Those are committed by the market structure, but by the market situation, market setup. And right now we definitely have a setup for a rally. So this one can start literally at any given moment in time. Here we can have, well, sorry for that. We can see something like a W here and finally start to take off. I think we are very, very close to it. I know I've been saying it for quite a few weeks already. I think we're approaching months since I have been preaching, the good word. But yeah, the longer we wait, the closer we are. That one is true, 100%. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance kept climbing today. It's very, very impressive how this one literally refuses to give up. I was talking about it yesterday, of course, about this potential Adam and Eve formation here, right here. But I also said we can have a little bit of a deviation here and then continue to print it like this. So yeah, this daily candle can be actually a fake out. Of course, we are going to know in a couple of days from now. I think it has a very decent chances of turning out to be a bull trap. I mean, bull trap for those that expect Bitcoin dominance to keep rising. I think is a very risky bet. To follow that, I could be wrong on this one though. So don't shoot me when you see me on the street of Miami. No, I'm joking, of course. I'm not in Miami anyway, but I live stream for Miami. So yeah, I'm very curious myself how this one is going to play out. But according to logic, to hard logic, it should give up. And I think it should give up literally within the next, until the next, I mean, hold on a second. Was it today? Saturday. Until the next Friday, I think this thing should give. It should already be behind the hill and start to go down the hill. Sorry, behind the top of the hill and start to go down the hill. I'll be shocked if we are going to take out this local high here. I'll be absolutely shocked if that happens. Everything is possible, but in my opinion, that one is just simply, it carries low probabilities. So S&P on Friday wasn't most impressive, but it keeps hanging on. So not that bad news, to be honest. You know, the geopolitical tensions are still there. So that is why this one is not surprising me. On the weekly, I think it demonstrates quite well that we are simply going sideways. Then when we switch over to smaller time frames, it's literally that we are going sideways. More than anything else, we are just going sideways. A little bit under this resistance of 6032 that I marked here. No big deal. Naturally, we actually should be, you know, wrapping around this level. A little, sometimes, you know, be a little bit below, sometimes a little bit over. So, nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. I think this is actually bullish. The market structure here right now, I don't really think it, again, I don't really think you should be betting here on huge corrections. Just not yet. Just given that we are already in June and this thing is holding on, meaning that once again, only strong hands are holding it. And none of them are going to be selling. And on top of that, as you see, last 30 minutes here was with a lot of green volume. So I think that literally speaks volumes. Speaks volumes about what is going on. What is the real story here? I know it's very easy to take it for something that it is not, because I mean, to some extent, one could argue that this price action is not looking the most bullish. But when you consider the context from a whole of this year, I think the odds immediately favor that yeah, we are going to stay where we are. Eventually, we are going to go higher. So that, of course, at least in theory, should help Bitcoin too. Let's take a look at gold, tokenized gold. This one is actually looking. Sorry, yesterday wasn't a bad day for gold, apparently, as you see, because you had a bullish hammer. So, like I said, this thing that does not have to give up here, it can be one of those corrections that we've seen on the daily, like literally plenty of them on the way up. This one looks very alike preceding instances of those small corrections. And we can very well, you know, keep climbing higher. That does not mean we are in risk of environment, because if, you know, printers are already going at full speed and we don't really know about it, everything will be acting bullish, gold included, risk on assets included, and it will be that trick of the market that it will be maybe eventually to some saying that it's time for risk of assets. Meanwhile, it will be actually time for risk on assets, not risk of assets, but risk on assets, because of how big the printing is. So everything measured in US dollar will be just soaring, with gold included, of course. So yeah. Okay, what else I want to look at? I'm a little bit tired, so nothing really comes to my mind. I already looked at Bitcoin, all the rest, those charts I always look at. Gold, anything else? Bitcoin dominance too. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and not Bitcoin, but USDT dominance too, just to have it checked. Okay, so we went above 488 so far on USDT dominance. That's not the best occurrence. Not the best incident I could wish for. and on top of that we have closed above 4.88, but we can get a rejection just like we got it here. We can see a repetition from it right here today. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully we don't stay here. We don't try to form any kind of structure above 488, because that could mean that maybe we are going to see a little bit more of bleeding on the Bitcoin chart and on altcoins chart. They have a little bit of room to do that without much damage, but yeah, that would of course force us to have to wait a little bit more, and I think we've been waiting long enough for those pumps to already start. So let's hope this one is not the case. It's not going to be the case. So yeah. How is the connection going? Connection is doing well. That's cool. And what else? And yeah, liquidation levels are, as I mentioned previously, a little bit higher than what we've been used to in recent days. Definitely higher. $129 million on Bitcoin, $183 million on Ethereum. That this one is in particular high. When we switch over to Ethereum, we can see that we have breached one of levels of support, and that we already have done it, of course, before. We've been piercing it through on few occasions here, and right now we are trying to get back above it here. I have it marked at 2,435 more or less dollars. Does this mean that Ethereum awaits some sort of a disaster? No, I don't think so. I think we are going to get back above it. I think Ethereum still is going to give quite a satisfactory growth. Like I've been mentioning on my previous live streams, I think we are going to get additional like 65% or something. So yeah, I don't really think you should be selling Ethereum right here. Yeah. I was thinking about something and then I forgot. I wanted to discuss just because I'm tired. Oh yeah, crypto bubbles. I wanted to take a look at crypto bubbles. Okay, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. So yeah, a little bit red. Yeah, mostly red. Something is trying to pump here and there, but very small. Fun. I have a position in Fun and Magic. I think I have a position in Magic too. Let's take a look. Some people could be a little bit surprised. How come I don't know what I have position in? It's because I did not read manually. I have my systems from it. I mean for it. So 3 point. This one is not a very spectacular trade so far. 3.25%. Where is the entry here? Okay, all right. The entry was here after this pump, and right now it was actually underwater for some time. Maximum drawdown was almost 14%. Right now is at almost, 3%+3%. And what about Fun? Fun probably looks a little bit better. Yeah, Fun is pushing up, +19% so far. That's not that bad. I think right now there's a lot of coins that are going to give I mean, in the market, there's a lot of coins that are going to give very decent profits in upcoming weeks. Those two probably too. I think they are already starting the process. And you know, when we switch on the weekly, for example, here, look how low we are, right? Same with Magic. It's going to be very low probably. Yeah. So just not so long ago, we've seen this coin reaching its all-time low. I think it's time for it. Here with this move, and in this week, as you see, is establishing a higher low. So I think this this one is already preparing itself to fly. It's preparing itself for the flight. So yeah, there is a lot of coins that look very similar to this one, and I strongly believe that a good performance among those that look anyhow close to this is going to become a norm within the next, I don't know, 2, 3, at most 4 weeks. I think third quarter you should expect very explosive moves to the upside. I think we're slowly collecting more and more brownie points for that, and it's going to catch everyone off guard, because that is what markets love the most, to catch off guard. Nobody really expects, huge moves end of second quarter and whole of third quarter, and yeah, that's why I think this is one of the most solid reasons for it to actually happen this year, because first quarter was absolutely terrible. So I think first and fourth quarter this year are going to switch places with second and third. Actually, the first one already switched places with second. Now we are slowly waiting for the coming of the third one, and we'll see if I'm right again. I think I have very thick chances of making it one more time and getting it right. All right, this one I think we can turn off right now. If you guys have any questions, of course, ask me in the live chat section. I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities. This is my meme coin, of course. It's called High Tech, the one you can see on the screen, and its mint address. I think this is one of the best trades you can take on the internet right now in the meme coin sphere. It's a very easy one. Why? Because there is still very little market participants here. There's very little circulating coins, and this is the only project I promote here because it's my project. And my social media are still very small. They have a lot of room for growth, and I'm absolutely certain all of my social media, crypto social media, are going to grow immensely from here. So getting yourself a chunk of High Tech right now, you are just taking a seat very early on in this market, and I'm 100% sure it's going to pay off big. So yeah, let's go back over to Bitcoin chart. This weekly still has chance of getting it back, rolling it back to green. I think we should not neglect that idea and that possibility. We still have a whole day of today, Saturday, and the whole day of Sunday. So tomorrow, here I'm talking about UTC time, of course. According to UTC, we are at 1:50 a.m. So yeah, quite few dozens of hours to make it back to a green one. It's definitely possible, and I even think even though right now it doesn't look like it, I think the probabilities are actually high that it is going to close green, or in a very similar fashion to how it closed last week. So even if it's going to be red, the candle body is going to be very squashed. It's going to be very thin, so it actually will not give that impression of a nasty red candle, which right now it is sort of a thing. On Heikin Ashi, are we already red on Heikin Ashi? I don't remember. Yeah, we are red, but this is a mild red. This is a very polite red. This is not a disastrous red that makes everyone scream and run around and just run for the hills. Definitely not. Nothing like it. On Haganashi, maybe we'll not get a green one. It would be nice, but probably not. But on normal candles, I think it's definitely within reach. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we will get also a green Haganashi candle. Why am I saying that? Well, because I think it's in the interest of the biggest players in this field. I think they are going to they have to play that ball. I think they have to start playing that ball and slowly, prepare ground for arrival of retailers. I think with the level of disappointment in the altcoin market and Bitcoin market, which is kind of funny because we are very close to all-time highs. With the level of disappointment, they literally have already all of elements necessary, to finally start the show, and all of the decorations, are put in place in theater, and they can start the show. Yeah, so simply that. All right, let's go over to my X timeline and see what's going on there, because I don't think I will be able to add anything to the picture here. I'm just a little bit too tired for it right now. Oh my goodness. This is not the best of my live streams today, but hey, I'm trying. I'm giving my best. Just have a little bit of understanding. No live chat here whatsoever. Ask something, guys. If you have any questions, don't fear to ask. I like this one, to be honest. That is at 43. That's satisfactory. The worse it is here, the highest is the chance that we're going to bounce. We have a nice rebound. I want the sentiment to literally lay on the ground, face down. I think that's the best we can hope for. How long have I been live streaming? 38 minutes, and the connection I see is going stable. It's running stable, so that's cool. Yeah, let's go over to my X and let's see what is up. What is up here? I have a notification. Somebody probably liked my post about this live stream on my X. Live stream on my X too, but I don't pay for premium account anymore. I think it makes little sense, to be honest. Option of live streaming on X, I don't think it gives you much advantages. And you can post a link to your live stream. What is this? Jordan Lee. Once you're making $20,000 a month, you can basically do whatever you want. True. I think with $10,000 a month, you can already do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you think world will stay stable, only under that under that condition. Otherwise, if you expect things to get a little bit weird sometime in the near future, then you rather keep yourself busy with preparations. Is that Dubai? Looks like
I don't know.
I lived in Dubai for a short time, and I really didn't like it, to be honest. I think it's a very tiresome city, very, very tiresome city. I mean, it makes you tired. It wears you off. I don't know. Something's wrong, weird about it. I don't know what it is. Damn, is it just too short? Or maybe it's not Dubai. Maybe some other city. Maybe I confused it for Dubai. Okay, but yeah, it makes you tired. Maybe it's the air quality. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the air quality. Maybe it's the temperature, and air quality. Temperature in the summer is as hectic as you can imagine. It's like literally 50 degrees Celsius outside in Fahrenheit. I have no idea how much that will be. I don't know, 1,000 degrees, something beyond your imagination, like oven, like literally air from the oven. And me, I have a very good tolerance for high temperatures, but summer in Dubai is just something. It's an exaggeration, literally a huge exaggeration. It's a joke of planet Earth. That's, I think that's the best description of it and depiction. And Nick Salter, what the hell is going on? Breaking Minnesota assassin Vance Potter told the FBI in a letter that Tim Walz asked him to kill Sen. What? This is a very weird thing. Okay, let's keep it because it has nothing to do with crypto. I don't think we want to spend too much time on it. Justin France officially rejects proposal to mine Bitcoin with surplus energy. Yeah. I wonder why. Emmanuel Macron, I don't think he's the smartest of guys. I'm not sure what he had to do with that. Maybe, maybe he's not the one to blame here. But he's the president of France, so he definitely has some power to eventually push things like that forward. What the hell is this? In life, you can only rely on your mom. And Spider-Man did what? This one's so funny. So this guy was running a marathon. Okay, he puked. He was so tired, he puked, and then his mom started to help him, and Spider-Man. That's why I bookmarked it. Bookmarked it. It's so funny. In life, you can rely only on your mom and Spider-Man. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Or maybe it's not funny at all, and I'm just tired. But Spider-Man, I don't know how about you guys, but Spider-Man was one of my biggest love when it comes to superheroes when I was a boy. One was He-Man, but he was not really a superhero. One was He-Man, and I think the second one was Spider-Man because he could walk the walls, climb the walls. So kind of fascinating. I don't think I'm really very very solitary in that phase of life. I think many boys share that sympathy for Spider-Man, a certain age. How to get shredded with squats? Try to do it. Try to do even one set of this. What? Okay. I, I actually have to strengthen my legs a little bit. Maybe I will even give it a try. Because just today I trained boxing for like over 20 years, right? So just today I did a sparring match with my neighbors because they do train boxing too. I'm actually lucky enough I have literally my neighbors that do train the same sports as I do, so we can go to like football field or something and do a sparring match there. And I'm the most experienced from them. I think I have the best stamina, so they were changing between themselves, and I was staying in between the ropes, in between the rope actually, because we like laid a battle rope on the football field. We marked like a square, and we were boxing inside of it. So that is why I have to use plural here, not multiple form. In between the rope, not in between the ropes. Funny enough, but yeah, I felt that my legs were getting a little bit too weak, so I think I will have to strengthen it. So yeah, maybe I should bookmark it too. Kevin Sorbo, if CNN existed in Japan, Japanese flyover is mostly peaceful. It sounds funny. Adam Buck says, when Wall Street is 2% Bitcoin, Bitcoin will be $1 million a coin. It's coming. It is possible. I think they're going to pump it into a stratosphere, and later they're going to dump it. I think the higher it goes, the harder it will crash. Because you know, it's all sunshine and rainbows when it's going up. When it starts to go down, Wall Street is going to panic because I don't really believe they understand well the fundamentals here. On top of that, if you know someone will throw into the mix quantum computing, I think we are up for a lot of storms here. A nice hurricane. I have my own Bitcoin treasury company. Ru. Okay. Nobody looks around for Nazis late at night when they go to the ATM. Kinda true. Some parts of the world. Okay, maybe most of parts of the world. Scientifically breaking. The US national debt was a staggering 37 trillion. Yeah, that's a very impressive number. Definitely $37 million, and it's going to increase because of the situation in the Middle East. I think it can easily double in 1 year from now. What else? How long have I been talking to you guys here? I don't really think this live stream is going to be a good one. I will try to make shorts out of it later. I mean, not me, my AI. I think it's going to have a little bit a hard time. Well, hey, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to live stream every single day here. In practice, I think I'm achieving like every second day, sometimes every third day. But yeah, the aim is to live stream every day here. That's the goal. I want this YouTube channel to be much greater, much bigger than my Polish YouTube channel. That one has like 660 subscribers right now. This one has just 80. I hope this one to overcome my Polish one sometime soon. So that's why I'm giving my best, even though I'm deadly tired. I'm really tired right now. Gordon, Bitcoin is going to 120k, then 148k. Bookmark it. Yeah, if it's going to go to 148k, probably it has to go through 120k. Most are scared. This is when you capital. This is a very funny post already. Most are scared. This is when you capitalize. Many will ignore this and regret it heavily in the next couple of months. I keep saying it about my meme coin. I think if you fade it, if you ignore it, you are going to be so angry at yourself. You will be really, really crazy mad at yourself. Get yourself like $1 worth of it. $1 worth is literally nothing. If you lose it, you're going to lose $1. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, you may turn it into $1,000, $3,000, maybe even $5,000, something crazy. And that amount is definitely something that you can do a lot of interesting things with. I don't know, buy yourself a new laptop, a new phone, maybe even a car, a used one. Okay, let's go back here. Bitcoin's fair price reaches 100k. Fair price is defined as the average price across bull and bear markets obtained via a logarithmic OLS regression. Okay. Yeah, but this one is looking at a very big chunk of time, so that's why, nah, I don't like it. Win. I am ultra wealthy. I have love in abundance. I have family around me. I am successful beyond belief. I am indigent and proud. I am rich. I am happy. I am successful. I am indigent and proud. The moon color. Yeah, Carl has made it, eh? Carl literally has made it. I mean, most of money he made. He lives in Dubai, by the way. The Dubai that I dislike, to say the least. I detest. I detest Dubai. To me, Dubai is a city without soul. I don't know why. That's my impression. And the more people for example, watch on YouTube that they talk about Dubai, why they left Dubai, the more they actually confirm what I felt when I lived in Dubai. And yeah, most of the money he made, he actually made it with referral links to derivative exchanges. I always tend to say to people, tell people, do not trade leverage. You cannot win leverage trading. There is literally no strategy, no system that will allow you to win in leverage markets unless you're a market maker, a huge market maker, or you own exchange and you pull all of the strings. Then, of course. But other than that, you stand literally no chance. You're not going to win in the casino, living in the casino. I mean, keep winning in the. Sorry, you're not going to. Yeah, actually, I said it well. You're not going to win in the casino, staying in the casino, living in the casino, living, not living, living in the casino. You have to abandon the casino, exit the casino in the right time, and yeah, that's why. And that's why it's a very very difficult thing to pull off, because first you must enter, you must win, and then you must exit, right, and never come back, because if you come back you're going to lose whatever you want there. So definitely I think it's much easier to actually stay with trading spot markets, and problem gone. Watch it, Guru. Justin, Coinbase CEO says the world needs crypto now more than ever. Debit is growing debt is growing exponentially. Inflation is crippling entire nations. Economic freedom is declining. It's time to increase economic freedom globally with crypto. Yeah, but governments, they don't want economic freedom for people, so it's uh, the interest of the nation, the good of the nation stands in opposition to the good of the state most of the times. So there's this eternal conflict. Midjourney original, what? I animated 15 Studio Ghibli scenes using Midjourney video. Here is a side-by-side comparison. What do you think? Huh? For real? How did he do it? Looks good. It was definitely a lot of work, but it looks good. This one looks yummy, and I'm very hungry. I eat once a day, only once a day, and whenever I
Do you know what happens after your
stumble upon some, I don't know, food videos on the internet, it makes me suffer so bad. Especially after I already I'm like few hours after my meal, then hunger kicks in, and they literally torture me with something like this, showing it to me. Ship fast. What is it? Ship fast versus ship perfect. NASA just dropped the closest image ever taken of Jupiter. It looks crazy, absolutely. It looks. What the hell is this? This is the absolute state of the UK. What, bro? Ahmed Amir Ali Ahmed. What? What the hell is that? Okay, guys. Allow me to wrap it up because I'm not making any sense for like 10 minutes straight already. So I think it's time to end it. Share, like, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so. Sorry for this live stream to be this miserable. Tomorrow I'll try to do better. And definitely, once again, I will repeat it. Consider a small allocation into my meme coin. I think it's the biggest no-brainer on the internet right now. I think this thing is going to absolutely explode sometime this year. So I wanted to say sometime soon, but if I mean sometimes this year, in my mind that's very soon. And yeah, other than that, I will see you guys. I hope sometime tomorrow. So again, thank you for the time. Cheers.